So welcome, good morning. If you are here live, when you get a chance, say hi in the comments so that I know that you're here. I'm going to grab a quick drink. I need to get my pink peppermint, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. So we are doing a group class this morning, as opposed to the circuit class like we did last week. You will need floor space. You will need a chair, a little bit of wall space. But for now, we're just going to start with a march as I pull up my pants. So standing nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles, tall. Then let's go right into a heel dig, heel and heel. With our heel dig, we'll add on a bicep curl. I trust you're all doing okay with that. I'm going to skip over here and turn my music up just a little bit. It's a little quiet. Then let's take those arms out to the front. We push, push. It's a beautiful day outside, eh? If I thought my Wi-Fi would be strong enough outside, I could have gone outside, but I wasn't sure. Let's take those arms to the side. Relax your jaw. And then we'll take it up. Reach up, reach up. And then we're going to forget about the bicep curls, but we're going to combine the other three arm movements. So we're going to go front, side, up, front, side, up. 1, 2, 3. Front, side, up. And march. So for those who may be joining us for the first time, this low impact class is designed to work cardiovascular, strength, coordination, agility, balance, range of motion. What am I forgetting? I'm not sure. But all sorts of things. Our goal in this class is not to get soaked in sweat and exhausted. Our goal is to get up, get moving, get our circulation flowing, and focus on, yes, a cardio component, a strength component, flexibility. That's one thing that I forget to say, and all of those other aspects of fitness. Okay, so if you're here looking for a workout to just knock yourself out with exhaustion, this is not it. All right, let's glue down our heels and we'll tap our toes. Working the front of our lower leg, our anterior tibialis. And a reminder again, Spotify playlist is in the comments, or if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description below. But you can use whatever music you like, but I do encourage you to put on some music, or else it's just not the same. Just not the same. 4, 3, 2. Let's take this to a step touch. So step together, step together. Then we're going to get our arms more formally involved. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Relax your hands. If you want, you can take your arms tempo. So lift, lift. And then we're going to lift the arms and hold them there and reach, reach. Notice I'm keeping my elbows lifted, not down here, lifted. 4, 3, 2, give me a hamstring curl. Are we warming up? Have you seen the forecast for tomorrow, by the way, if you're local? Holy moly. 4, 3, 2, let's take this to a knee lift. If a knee lift doesn't work for you, you can just do a tap. And then let's go ahead and tap the opposite hand on the knee. 4, 3, 2, march. We're going to do 3 marches. 1 tap looks like this. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. On that tap, we're going to add a clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more times. Then 3, 2. Last one, and march. Let's grab a drink really quickly if you want one. You don't have to. I'm not going to force you. Hi, Pam. If you don't want to drink, you can come say hi so I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. Pam's here. And I can see a number. There's people here. All right. We're going to go ahead and glue that one leg down. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to do both sides. We're going to step out, shifting our weight. Step back in. Stepping out and back in. Toes are all pointing forward. One thing people tend to do here is turn out. Want to keep everything forward so we can isolate the hip and the hip joint. This is when I would normally tell you a story, but I got nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Aside from the fact that I had a blizzard the other day. That was exciting. Last one. And then I'm just going to angle myself here. Same foot. It's now coming forward and back. I'll just turn right to the side. Forward and back. Notice that stationary foot isn't lifting at the toes or the heels. You've all heard it before. I know this isn't exciting. It's so important though. One more time, front and back. And then we're going to combine. So we're going to have that front, side, back, and together. Front, side, back, and together. I'm going to turn back to the front now that you know what you're doing. Allowing us to practice shifting our weight. So this works balance, also works core a little bit, coordination a little bit. One more time around. And then we're going to put our weight in that standing foot, and you're going to tap front, side, back together. A little bend in the knee. Staying right here, or you can go into a balance if you're feeling pretty steady this morning. You can always hold on to your chair or whatever you have with you. Two more times. Last one. Remember which leg you just used and march. And then we'll glue down that opposite leg and we step out and in. Same thing. Starting by making sure your toes are all pointing forward. Do a few more of these. Last one. And then front and back. So stepping forward, shifting your weight forward, stepping back, shifting your weight backwards. Got an itchy nose. All right, one more time, front and back. And then we're going to combine them. So we come forward to the side, back, and together. Forward, to the side, back, together. Go at your own pace. You don't need to stay in time with me. I was going to say, or anybody else, but obviously that was auto talk because chances are nobody else is doing this in the same room with you. But if you do have a friend who lives with you who's doing it, kudos to you. I don't even have any fur friends this morning. I'm sure we'll get some before the end of class. Because they'll get hungry. One more time around. And then we'll put our weight in that stationary foot and we tap front, side, back, together. This microphone pack is always in a bad spot. Doesn't matter where I put it. If you feel good, you can go to that balance. Make sure, regardless of which version you're doing, you have a bend in the standing leg. I think I better keep my foot down. I seem a little unsteady this morning. Still recovering from Spice Girls night last night. And then let's march. All right, if you want to grab a drink, go ahead. I would like to grab a drink. I would like to. All right. Let's make sure our brains are turned on, eh? We'll start with a heel dig. Opposite arm does a bicep curl. Opposite arm, so look down. It should be left foot, right arm, right foot, left arm. Now I want your arms to keep doing just what they're doing. With your feet, you're going to do single, single, double. 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 Now don't do this. That, my friends, is cheating. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. One more time. And then just singles with both your feet and your arms. You know what's going to happen? We're going to switch it. Our feet are going to do singles. Our arms are going to attempt to do single, single, double without our feet tempo changing, okay? Let's try it. Single, single, double. Oh, see, I already messed it up. Single, single, double. Nope. Single, single, double. There we go. Single, single, double. Double. The problem was I forgot which one I was supposed to do the double with. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Just the arms. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Singles with both. How'd you make out? Anybody else get messed up? Or am I all alone? I'm okay with it if I am. Just means I've taught you well. Let's do both arms together, and let's take it from a toe or a heel dig to a toe tap. So you're reaching that foot out, tapping the toe. Tap, tap. So we're going to do a combination with the arms. We're going to take it half tempo, so we're going to slow down our arms to start. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. We're going to curl, lift, rotate, press, lower, rotate, lower, and down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take it faster, just not yet. One more slow. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now let's march for a second. Give yourself a pep talk if you need one, but I don't think you do. I think you got this. Toe taps, not heel digs, toe tap. We'll start here. We got this. So we're going to take a tempo. So it's going to be 4 count up, 4 count down, and 4, 3, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Curl, lift, rotate, press. Curl, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you still doing a toe tap, or did you forget all about those? Keep going. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Let me see. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. March. How do we do? We do okay? Check our time. Perfect. Let's do a little step touch. I forgot at the start to tell you, if you have weights, go ahead and grab them. If you don't, you can do this without weights. got so used to doing the whole class without weights in person that I forgot that we can offer them at home again. So if you have weights, go ahead and grab those. If you don't, a couple soup cans, a couple water bottles, a couple jars, as long as you don't drop them, or nothing at all. Your arms still weigh something even if you don't have something in your hands. So if you do have weights, go ahead and grab those. And we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart or a little bit wider. Little bend in the knee, abs engaged, arms extended, palms forward. And we're going to start with a curl. We lift, 2, lower, 2. We lift and lower. So I'm just using a 2-pound weight. But if you have heavier weights and you can handle them, by all means grab those. Or if you have a resistance band, you would just loop it around your feet. You can do the same thing. Let's take this to a hammer curl so the end of the weight comes up. We lift, 2, and lower for 2. Stay tall. Don't hunch forward. And lift and lower. As you're curling that arm, think about that muscle. Squeeze it. The more you engage the muscle, the more you activate it, the more bang you'll get for your back. Again, lift, lower. And then we're going to bring our arms up halfway, palms up, elbows in against your sides. We open and close. Rotator cuff. We open and close. We open and close. If this is too difficult with weights in your hands, set the weights down. Keep going. And then we're going to take it out. We're going to stay here and we're going to do a curl. So this is a W curl because as I bring my arms up, I make the shape of a W. A lift and lower. Again, squeeze that bicep. Come on. Squeeze it. Squeeze. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down, palms facing the legs. All right. 2 options. We're going to do a lateral raise. Option 1 is going to be to bend your elbow at 90 degrees, and we lift up and lower. I want everybody to start here. And then if you feel like you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go to a long arm, but you're still keeping a bend in the elbow, okay? And we're only lifting to shoulder level. People tend to lift higher, but we want to minimize the pressure on the shoulder. When we lift above the shoulder level with weights, we can really do some damage. So in this position, not all positions, obviously. And I should say while weighted. We lift. As a reminder, your other option, elbow bend. Two more. Last one. And arms down. We're going to bring our hands forward. Palms resting on our thighs. And then we're going to bend our elbows and we lift and lower. So this is our bent elbow front raise. If you feel like you want to make it a little bit harder, you can again straighten those arms, lifting just to shoulder level. When we come to a front raise, people tend to go to the height of their eye as opposed to their shoulder. Remember, your shoulders are lower than your eyes. So stay low. Lift and lower. We lift and lower. Little bend in your elbow, even if you're going for that long arm. We got 4 more. Here's 4. 3. 2 more times. Last one. Okay, so we worked our medial deltoid. We worked posterior. To work anterior deltoid, we need to bring our arms back, and we're going to press back. Press back. So this is starting to work through the front of the shoulder. Now I want you to keep your wrist neutral. One thing people tend to do is this and really press back. Just relax the hand. Press. We press. And press. Little bend in your knees. We press. And press. You're doing great. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Triceps. And grab your chair, actually, or whatever you're using for a support. We're going to sit one weight down if you're still using weights. You're going to stand so your one hand can be on the chair, just for a little extra stability. You're going to step back with the opposite foot. You're going to bring your elbow back, and we're going to go into a tricep kick back. So we extend and bend. Now, if you feel like your weights are too light, and you can easily put both weights in one hand, go right ahead. Now, I don't want you to be swinging your arms like this. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Working the back of the arm. Tricep, tricep. 2 more. We're going to take this right into a row. So arm is long. We row back. Row back. Uh-oh, I might sneeze. I'll try to warn you. But you know how sneezes are. Sometimes they come out of nowhere. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to a reverse fly. So we lift out to the side and down. You can bend your elbow. Or keep your arm long. But you're not rotating, okay? We're keeping our chest facing the floor. Last one. And then we're going to switch sides. So I'm just going to turn around here. Stepping back. Weight is in the opposite hand. Elbow back. Chest lifted. Tricep kick back. Extend, bend. Extend and bend. You can do this entire series with no weight in your hand. So if you don't have a weight, don't let that stop you. Weights are great, but they're not always necessary. Two more. Last one, we're going to go to that row. Arm long, we pull. We pull. Last one, reverse fly, we lift up and down, or with that bent elbow. From the front, it looks like this. Or relax your fingers a little bit. The reason we're holding on to the chair is it helps keep us in good spinal alignment. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And come on in. All right, we're going to set our weights down if you were using them. I'm in my weight collection here. We are going to use our chair. I'm just going to blow my nose quickly. So don't mind me while I take my mic off. There we go. All right, we're going to come stand in front of our chair. Feet hip distance apart. Make sure you know where the seat of your chair is. We're going to sit down and stand up. We sit and stand. Pressing evenly through both feet. If you need to use your hands, use them. If you don't need them, don't use them. It's easy to get in the habit of using your hands to help you get up. But if you always use your hands to help you get up, you're going to get to a point where you can only get up by using your hands. That's why here in class I encourage you not to use them unless you need them. If you need them, use them. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then sitting nice and tall. Not leaning against the back of our chair, okay? Sitting to the front half of our chair, I'll back up a little bit so my feet stay in the screen. Legs are at 90 degrees or less, so not tucked in underneath the view. We're going to start with an open and close. One more. And then elbows in. Give yourself a little hug. Open up. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then let's tap those toes. And then let's bring our feet together. We're going to open up the toes, heels, go till we can't go any further, then bring it on back in. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to get up and I'm just going to angle the camera down a little bit because I realize that my feet are going to start to come out of the screen. And you don't really need to see the ceiling, do you? I don't think so. There we go. There we go. Next time you bring your feet in, go ahead and stay there. And we're going to put just a little bit of space between our feet, flat hands to the outside of your knees. You're going to lift up the inside of your shoes. Don't let those knees move. Watch them. They're tricky. Sometimes you think they're not moving and they're really doing this. We want to isolate the ankle, muscles of the ankle and foot. These exercises are so helpful for helping create strong ankles so you won't roll your ankle. One more. And then 2 fists between the knees, maybe a tiny bit more space between your feet. We're going to lift up the outside of your shoes. Probably not going to lift very far. One more. And then you do get to sit back in your chair. I got to take my pack off. You're going to lift one foot, ankle circles. And then other direction. And then you're just going to relax your foot, and we're going to do our windshield wiper. Remember, this comes right from the hip. So think about your femur inserting into your hip, and you're rotating the whole leg, not just the ankle. External and internal rotation. All right, then let's switch sides. Ankle circle. And we'll switch directions. And then our windshield wiper, that whole leg. My hip just popped. And then we'll set the foot down. We're going to keep that leg extended, but we're going to come forward in our chair a little bit. Going to bring the opposite heel on the laces, or where the laces would be if you were wearing shoes with laces. And you're going to drag your heel up to your knee and back down. You can use your hands to help guide your leg if necessary or if needed. And then we're going to cross our ankle over our shin. Foot is flexed. You can stay right here. We're looking for a stretch through our hip, okay? So you can stay right here, or if without using your hands, you can bring it above your knee. You can do that. Or you can bend the knee, again, if without using your hands. What I don't want is you doing this. If you're up here and you want, you can take your forearm and place it on your shin and thigh, not against your knee, in a little bit to add just a little bit of pressure. Or if that's not quite comfortable, you can just place one hand on top of the other, very gently putting a little pressure on your shin. You're not pushing down, okay? It's just enough to get a little extra tension for that stretch. Keeping this foot flexed keeps the muscles of the lower leg active, which helps support your knee. We're going to stay here for a little bit. And then we're going to switch sides. So bringing that leg down long, heel on the laces. Going to draw up and down 5 times. And then we'll cross ankle over the shin, staying here, or lifting up, or bending, or placing some pressure on the hip. And then we're going to bring that leg down. And then what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All right. I hit something in my head and it just fell out, which is always a problem of mine. Let's extend one leg. Let's just go right into some flexibility, okay? So we're going to extend one leg, a little bend in the knee, same arm as leg. You're going to reach forward until you feel a stretch along the back of the leg. And then you can keep stretching your arm, or you can relax the hand down. I told you were going to need some wall space, and then we never used it, so. So we want to keep our chest lifted here. We don't want to round forward. This is supposed to be a hip hinge, so that's how we're supposed to achieve this stretch, is through hinging at the hip. A lot of times people round through the back. That doesn't actually help the stretch. We just do it because that's how we were taught to do it. But it's just another one of those things that we may not have been taught correctly. There's so many of those. All right, let's switch sides, extending the leg, little bend in the knee, or reaching the arm forward until you feel that stretch. Then continuing to reach or just relax the hand down. Keep lifting those toes. You want a nice active stretch here. And then slowly bring that leg in. Let's go ahead and stand up and do the rest of our leg stretches before we move on. So holding on to your support, or you could hold on to that wall I told you you're going to need. We're going to come into a quadricep stretch. So grabbing a hold of your ankle, pant leg, shoelace, whatever, or put your foot on your chair. Looking for a stretch on the front of the leg here. All right, let's switch sides. So again, either grabbing a hold of your pant leg, sock, shoelace, whatever you can get, or placing your foot on your chair, bend in your standing leg. And then as you bring your leg down, we're going to step back with one foot into a calf stretch. So you want to feel it in the lower half of the back of your leg. So below the knee, in the back of the leg. So you may have to adjust your foot around a little bit. And then let's switch sides. And then we're going to step back with both feet hinging at the hip, low back stretch. Bend in your knee, keep your head above your heart. So your head should be above your arms. This is nice because you can get a little bit of a stretch through your arms, pectorals a little bit at the same time. Now let's step up. You know what? Let's use that wall for pectoral stretch. So let's come to your wall. You're going to place your hand on the wall, fingers pointing away from you. You're just going to gently step forward until you feel a stretch right through the front here. You can keep a bend in that elbow. It doesn't have to be straight. And then gently step back, and then we'll switch sides. Fingertips pointing away from you, gently stepping forward. Think about pressing forward through that shoulder that's closest to the wall. And then gently step back, and then we'll sit back down in our chair. We're going to come right into a shoulder stretch, so we reach one arm across the front. If you can rest your chin on your shoulder or on your arm is too high. And then we'll reach back, tricep stretch. If this is not available to you right now, you can just place your hand on the opposite shoulder and press in. It'll start to stretch the tricep. And then we're going to switch sides, so starting with that shoulder stretch. And then we'll reach back. Bring your arms down. Let's grab a hold of the back of your chair, or if you don't have a back to your chair, just reach through your fingertips, opening up through our chest. Don't flip your chair over. Come back up, make a fist, grab onto that fist around through the back, lower your arms down a little bit. You want to create as much space between your shoulder blades as you can here. And then we'll lace our fingers, press our palms away. And then give your hands a little shake. Palms up, palms down, working through our radial ulnar joint. That's the joint in our forearm that allows us to rotate our hand like this, or our arm rather. Palms up, elbows in, same thing. While you do a last couple of those, I'm going to just come up a little bit closer so that we can do our dexterity exercises and you can see me. Okay, so let's take each finger touching to our thumb, trying to make roundish circles. Same thing with straight fingers. And then pinky finger and thumb, pointer finger and thumb, and try to go in opposite directions at the same time. Wrist circles. Other direction. And then palms together, drawing down just until you feel that stretch through the wrist. And then back to the hands together, lifting up. Look at me, I'm trying to correct myself again. I can see I'm lopsided and I just can't do it. Bringing your arms down, make the OK sign. You're going to bring one, I guess you only need to do one arm, out and in. Four, three, two, then we'll switch sides. Okay, out and in. Two more. Last one. And bring your hands down. You're going to turn your head to the side. Slowly back to the front and to the other side. And again, nice and slow. One more time. Back to the front, lower your ear towards the shoulder. Flex the opposite hand. And then we'll switch sides. And then we're going to do a gentle semicircle. So from shoulder, gently rotating to chest, to shoulder, back down. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Lifting your head, one hand behind your back, other hand on your head. Lower your nose towards your underarm. Gently lift, switch sides. Gently lift, a couple shoulder rolls. What's our time here? Okay. And then we're going to do a variation on that ear to shoulder, because you're going to turn your head and then you're going to bring your ear back. So it's more of an angle. And you can feel this more into your back, at least I can. Slowly lift, turn your head forward, turn your head to the other side, lower your ear. Relax your jaw. Slowly lift, then rotate. Same thing. Rotate your head, drop your ear. Slowly lift, rotate. Last time. Rotate, drop. Slowly lift, rotate to the front. Couple shoulder rolls. And then nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to turn at the waist, bringing your hand to the outside of the opposite knee or the inside of the same knee. Gently back to the front. Inhale, exhale the other direction. Slowly back to the front, same thing. Exhale, turn. Inhale, back to front. Last one. Exhale, turn. Inhale, front, and then we're going to reach one arm up and over, looking for a stretch along the side body here. I'm going to back it back up. It's very awkward being that close. And to the other side. And one more time, either side. Last one. And coming back up nice and tall, we are going to close our eyes or look down towards the floor. I want to spend these last couple minutes focusing on breath. If possible, breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. So that's the only thing I want you to think about right now, is just, if possible, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Not trying to change the length of your inhale or exhale. And then let's start to lengthen that inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes or looking up, reaching up and down again. One last time. And just like that, we are finished. Thank you so much for joining me this morning or afternoon or evening, depending on whether you're watching this live or the replay. I hope you enjoyed your class this morning. I hope you feel like you got moving and maybe you're feeling a little bit looser than when we began. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.